Okay, so I have this problem when people say they could like an anime character can solo another verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Unless we're talking about like for Goku, for example, right? They talk about Goku can solo this verse, can solo that verse, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on the verse.
True, which is what I'm about to get into. Unless it's like fucking Ocean Oko or I don't know, fucking like Rent a Girlfriend. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense. But if we dropped, so one, I want what do you think your definition of soloing a verse would be? Because me, I'm thinking groups of people, like you getting jumped. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not like 1v1, so on and so forth. Because if soloing a verse, so well, let me rephrase that. Soloing a verse should be like, hey, 1v1, but when if you drop this person into a verse, like
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna get jumped. Like you can't say I'm dropping Sasuke into the One Piece Marine Ford War, for example, or Goku in Marine Ford War, and he's gonna solo everybody there.
Yeah.
Like, are we running the ones or are we not? So if we dropped like Goku into like I don't know Marine Ford War, or we dropped Sasuke into or I don't know fucking we dropped Madara into an arena with characters like with an arena full of main characters from any verse. Like could they solo that verse and like what is your definition of somebody soloing a verse?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I think the problem is people automatically assume with soloing the verse that it means you're running the ones with anybody in that verse, which I feel like that's what it should mean. If I say
Which
that,
should
hey,
mean
if Goku can solo the Naruto verse, what it should mean and everyone should assume it means is Goku can stand up to anybody in this verse and beat them.
yeah
But in
1v1.
reality, what Solo in the verse has become, I can beat any. Well, this character can beat anybody in the verse, but they can just all jump him and they can beat anybody in the verse. Well, that doesn't make any sense. So
Yeah.
I feel like the
No.
whole thing just needs to be changed in general. So could Sasuke show up in One Piece verse? Marine for War. Could Sasuke show up in solo Marine for War? We also got to ask what version of Sasuke, because
True.
adult Sasuke
So
could
I
probably
mean,
do it, but
you
let's
drop
be
in a big
reasonable. Yeah,
yeah. If the initial shock. So like, say like let's set the scenario. Let's set the scene
go
here,
ahead. All
right?
right, all right.
Well, if we're dropping Sasuke in Marineford War, right? He shows up. He's just walks in. Nobody really sees him for like a minute, but everybody has this like battle sense on them, which is an argument I've had with other people before. That like chakra, hockey, ki, magic, energy, like all like sorcerer energy. It's all the same shit. It's just
Mm,
different powers. It's all internal energy that everybody has. So somebody would sense him, but he's just walking in. He pops his nastiest Susano in the middle of fucking Marine Ford War. The initial shock is what most of these characters are going to. Most of our main characters or our soloing characters are going to get their kills, right? That's how
yeah,
they're going to. But once niggas start realizing what's going on, they're gonna be looking at this Susano like, what the fuck is that? I've never seen that in my 200 years of existence, right?
mm,
Like, but the after that initial shock, niggas are gonna start jumping that person. Like, they're just gonna be coming in from this way, that way, this way, that way, like front, back, side, stuff. Like, it's not gonna be 1v1 at some point. Like, he's gonna start sweeping up like scrubs, like
mm.
ads. He's gonna start doing ad control, but when niggas start jumping him, like Whitebeard starts jumping in, Luffy starts jumping in, like the Admiral start jumping in, like
Exactly.
that nigga's getting
If
cooked.
you're
Like
saying he's soloing the Marine for World War, that means he's soloing everybody. He's running there
yeah,
by himself, doing whatever the objective was
all
at the
damage.
Marine for War by himself. Now, could he have done it by himself? Again, it could. It depends on what phase
Yeah,
of Sasuke. We're talking adult Sasuke, Renegon, full mastery. I think he could probably done it by himself because he's popping in and
true.
out all over. Now, if we're talking about like end of series Naruto Shippuden, end of series, I think they could
Yeah,
have definitely got a hold of him because he
stopped
was
him.
not
Yeah,
master of his Renegon at that
yeah,
point.
right.
But
Well, he also
as you
had
saw,
perfected
that
Mangekyo.
Renegon got fucking broken at one
Stupid,
point,
stupid.
like anything you wanted. But
Hack.
then they had to nerf it with the whole energy thing because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
became so hacked out. It was like, okay, You can only do like 3 of them an episode,
Yeah,
bro.
stop
You
stop
can't.
spamming.
You're doing
Let's
too
stop.
many. This nigga was throwing
Sasuke just
rocks.
started. He was button mashing at the end of the shit.
He was button mashing the fucking
like
renegade.
that's all he was doing. But like, yeah, when I'm thinking soloing, like throw Goku and Marineford, or throw. I'm trying to think of like other like giant battles, like
Oh, Goku
for
Marine
example,
Forward?
yeah, but like so for example, throw like I don't know Luffy into the Thousand Year Blood War. Now I know you can't. I know you don't power
Wait,
scale Bleach, but I
no,
can.
we're not
Like
doing that to Luffy. Luffy's
no,
not
but the
fighting ghost people. He's not
like
fighting ghost people. We're not doing
nigga,
that to Luffy.
we had this conversation already. They're not. If you're there, you can fight them. You can touch them. You can touch
Ghost niggas
Luffy.
get the dub.
He like he the initial shock. People were like, who's this rubber nigga running around with a hat on, fucking these people up? But like once Luffy pops like Gear 5, not even Gear 5, like Gear 2 or even Gear 3, Kenpachi gonna be like. Fucking.
At what point
Like,
is Luffy even a threat? Like, in your
I don't
opinion,
want
when is he a threat
Kenpachi
in
or just
1,000
in
Year Blood
general?
War? In the set, like the last setting where everybody was fighting out in the like broken pieces of buildings, and then it went up to the upper room. In that area, what gear?
You talking about where the Soul King is, or down where the
Before they
Soul
went up to
Society is?
Soke. So not
Oh,
those
so
guys.
Soul Society.
Yeah, not
So
the Royal
broken
Guardsmen. So down.
post-apocalyptic Soul
Yeah,
Society.
Post-apocalypse.
Um,
Post-apocalypse.
I think when
gear
he
you need?
pops, Gear 4,
Okay,
Bounce Man. I
You
think
had,
Gear
you
4
had
Bounce
mentioned
Man.
Gear 2. I was like, I feel like Gear
Well,
2.
no. I meant
he's
like
fast, but
he's getting a lot of like hits in with
okay.
Gear 2, like because he's
Yeah.
bouncing all over the place. But when he pops like Bounce Man is when Kenpachi gonna be like, I don't want peace, I want problems always.
What
Like,
is that tantalizing smell? Is that
like,
bloodthirst? What are we doing?
What's that old meme where he's like, run it, run it.
Yo, I did not need
Kenpachi
that
gonna
memory.
Kenpachi gonna show up. He gonna see him. He can be like,
Oh, yo, you the enemy?
look at his lips.
Maybe.
Who are you?
Okay.
You know, and Luffy gonna start playing games. Kenpachi just gonna punch him until he can't punch anymore.
Oh,
Like he
yeah.
just go, and then I mean, all Luffy gonna hear behind him is old Byakuya, Bunkai, Zenbone Zakura.
Yo, you said
Like,
all he gonna hear
Yoshi.
behind him. Like, what is he doing to him?
Nah. Now he gonna hear that because Luffy's his slash attacks, right? Like slices and lacerations.
Yeah.
That's his weakness. Ish.
Weakness? Yeah, he's weaker to that. Yes.
Yeah, but and then we got damn flower petals that will slice your arteries open, millions of them.
See, this is why I don't put Luffy against anybody in Bleach. This is not fair. Like, once we reach the point of Bankai, in my opinion, Bleach became broken beyond Naruto and One Piece. That's in my opinion. Apparently, you scale them in some way, but when you're making blades of rose petals appear in the air, like who's fighting that? Is Naruto fighting that?
People's biggest argument that Bleach could solo other verses, that Bleach's power scaling was higher, was that they are technically souls, so you couldn't see them or touch them. However, we have now are at a point in Bleach where humans have gone into the Soul Society and Hueco Mundo and have been able to see them, touch them, and fight them. So that is no longer an argument.
Is that because, are we talking about like Orihime, Chad and them?
Not necessarily. I mean, we have the actual people who are, so there was like a little, I wouldn't say like a filler, kind of a filler.
Do you want that like that soccer girl with the purple hair?
Yes,
where she's able to see. She's also able to see sometimes.
Yeah,
she's able to see them.
This is also another example of how the soul powers, your soul reaper powers, everybody has that power in them, and some people are stronger with it, some people aren't. But there was like a little thing, that village, the Soul Society is like heaven for people who die. So the Soul Society has a village outside of it where people who are died will go and live, right? But there's been cases of human beings would find a portal into that realm, and there was like a little filler episode about it, and this person was there and they had to get sent back. It was like a whole adventure thing where Soul Reapers had to like guard her and send her back. Like,
we're not arguing fillers. What we doing here?
All I'm saying is like niggas with powers, and especially Orihime, Chad, they have a little bit of powers. They have one of them's the damn One of them's a
Fullbringer.
what?
I think it's
Yeah,
Fullbringer.
Fullbringer,
Mm.
and the other. I mean, both of them have like Fullbringer-esque powers,
Mm.
but they have a little bit of power in them. So if you bring somebody from another verse, like say Naruto or Luffy or anybody with that internal power source, that life energy, they would be able to go into that
Oh,
portal and see
now I
them.
see what you're trying to do.
You know what I'm
Because they
saying?
have life energy, they can. Okay, okay. I see your argument. I see.
You
Your,
know,
I'm not. I'm
like
not. I'm not arguing your argument. Trust me.
yeah, no, I get
It's
you, but
fine.
like, but going back to it, like
They're
the
going
initial
back.
shock, but niggas gonna get jumped.
Hmm.
Like you can't say Luffy solos the verse,
Yeah.
Naruto solos the Sasuke solos the verse. Like how does he solo the verse? Are they lining up and running the ones? Sure, but are they
Yeah.
just falling into say a battle or just walking into the Leaf Village and fucking shit up? Because
Goku is running the ones with
with everybody,
anybody in the One Piece
and,
verse.
yeah,
Even
anybody,
Sugar, even Prona, because these people are the ones I literally mentioned and say these are the ones. If Goku tried to solo One Piece, they're going to be the ones who could put him down.
yeah,
But if they're fighting one on one, and he's like,
right,
"You ready, Sugar?" and Sugar's like, "I'm ready," he's gonna knock the
yeah.
fuck out of her. Like it's gonna be a
Like,
done
and
match.
let's make this clear. If this nigga gets a halo on his head, he it loses. I don't care about
What?
with you Dragon Ball. If you Dragon Ball people
No.
come into this chat and you say, "Oh well, he'll get a halo and come right back and fuck
Dragon
shit up."
Balls.
No, no,
That's all I need to say. Dragon Balls. Collect
no.
7 of them. I got Boma. I win.
Yeah, like
I got Boma.
like
Fuck it. I won.
if this nigga gets a,
He
he's
dead.
dead. He's dead. He
Hey, you
loses.
got a 10-second count. If I count to 10 and your body, the physical body ain't moved, you won.
I win. I
If
win. I
knockouts,
win.
knockouts count too. If you're down for 10 seconds, you're knocked
Yeah.
out. You can't
Was a
move, you're not
Bellator
moving, not
boxing champion.
talking.
One,
If you're knocked out for
two,
10 seconds,
3.
because you know
Like,
Luffy liked it for 3 episodes. So that don't count. But if you're not
yeah,
moving for 10, I gotta
yeah,
do one for Luffy. But if you're not
yeah,
moving for 10 seconds,
yeah.
so
I mean, Naruto had his hands pinned down while Hinata was getting the snot beat out of her for 2 episodes. So
the way he had his hands bent down like this,
I
his
was
hands
like,
crossed.
hey,
He was like, ah,
he's a
that man was getting cucked. That man was
his shit
getting
was
cucked
he was
for
arched.
10
He
minutes
was
straight.
arched.
Like
Arched.
Naruto, I didn't know you was working with that back there. What is going on?
Yeah,
It's the
that
sage
boy.
mode.
He flipped his cape up
It's
and
that
said,
frog jutsu.
throw it back. Let me hear you ribbit, nigga.
That
Let me hear you
frog hop jutsu.
ribbit.
All right, we're done. We're
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Hey, no, we're
Got that.
no solo in the verse. Hey, my
No.
boy, run the ones with anybody in your verse. Period.
Yeah. If you
I'll
1v1
accept that.
makes sense. If they're just showing up, no.
So
No.
if you want to get in the comments, my guy can do this to your verse. Hey, come correct. You use the right terminology. Is all we're saying.
Let us know. Let us know who you think can solo any verse. Because I mean, I like to see Goku and Oshinoko. To be honest, that's
No, that's just because I want everybody in Oshinoko to receive physical abusement.
yeah.
Like physical abusement. Like the shit that I've heard, I'm not going to get into it. It just reinforces that it's not for me.
Yeah. No.